Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Ambiguity is a way of lying, is a way of confusing the person who asks you a question, let's say. If you don't want to answer, you just are ambiguous. There are many ways to lie. Straight up lying, uh, ignore the answer, the question, I'm sorry. Be ambiguous in the answer, like, what the hell is the guy talking about? Or, lie by omission. There's many other ways, but these are the main ones. In this case, we have, I think, lying by ambiguity. So I was confused by the report, by the article that I was presenting on the 11th of January 2024, when I covered an article coming from Fox News where they said that the Iranians seized a vessel in, I think, the Gulf of Oman. So they seized a vessel, a tanker with oil. And the oil was, I think, belonging to the Americans or something. I found out today. Because today they did a little follow-up and I learned the real history of the tanker. So I pointed out when I made a video on the 11th that I don't think that is kosher, right? I think it was different when I first heard about it, when that happened a year ago. So now they changed the story. They're ambiguous. By omitting certain things, not being very clear, they confuse some that don't know the truth or don't know as it was. So they're kind of like gaslighting. Oh, you don't remember exactly. This is the new truth. That no, not that one that we first reported. This is right now. Things change. We need to push another narrative. So let me show you the old article coming from Fox News. It's from the 11th of January, I'm sorry. Here is Fox News. Iran seizes oil tanker linked to crisis between US and Tehran. Military officials confirm. So linked to crisis, what are you talking about? Very ambiguous. What crisis? Linked to what kind of crisis? But they tell you right here in this paragraph, and I'm going to read it because this I had a problem when I did it then, and I had a problem when I am right now, because right now I have another article telling us how really things were, unambiguous. So the seized vessel, previously known as Suez Rayan, and now known as the Marshall Islands flagged oil tanker St. Nicholas, was once at the center of another dispute between US and Iran that ultimately saw the US seize over 1 million barrels of Iranian crude oil. And I said, what do you mean dispute? I didn't understand the Americans seized 1 million barrels of Iranian crude from the Suez Rayan or from some other dispute. It was ambiguous, but I knew what happened. And I said it in that video. And that video was, where is it? Right here, let me show you. Right here, this is from the 11th. Iran forces seized oil tanker in Gulf of Oman. US threatens retaliation. Iran doesn't give a fuck or doesn't care. So that was then where I used this article. And I said, what do you mean? Who? 1 million. But now let me read you the other one, which is from yesterday. And it says, U.S. tanker seizure shown on Iran state TV. It's a video here. I will not play because I will not play it. This is just a picture, a frame from that one with a Iranian helicopter landing on the ship when they seize it. So here it is, Iran state TV on Friday broadcast clips of what it said were Iranian naval forces seizing a U.S. tanker. U.S. tanker. So we find out something. What the hell? Let's see. Story. And we're going to find out right here what they didn't tell us in the other one. U.S. authorities seized the St. Nicholas last year in a sanctions operations. So the Americans seized the tanker last year. So it was not just the previous tanker, Marshall Island Papi Peep was once the center of another dispute between this that ultimately saw the U.S. seize over 1 million barrels of Iranian crude. So those 1 million was Iranian crude on the Suez Rayan. Yes, according to this clear right here, U.S. authorities seized the St. Nicholas last year in a sanctions operations. They took over, grabbed it because they can. And when it had sailed under a different name, Suez Rayan, Tehran says its action Thursday was in retaliation as an answer to that earlier U.S. confiscation. Now you understand? Clear here or here? Which one is clearer? Maybe I'm an idiot and I didn't get it here, but I knew the history of it. So I made it clear because I went, wait a minute, I remember that shit when it happened. Illegally, with sanctions. We impose sanctions, we do whatever we want, right? Very, very nice. And here is what happened here. So the US sees that, took over, like the Iranians now. And then he says that it sailed on a different name, and Tehran did the same thing to these guys. And we're going to find out, I think this is oil coming from Iraq, right here. The tanker was carrying Iraqi crude destined for Turkey. So it's not even, and it says vessel tracking software shows it course. The tanker turned off its AIS tracking system as it turned towards an Iranian port. It says Tehran says its action Thursday was a retaliation for the earlier U.S. confiscation. The seizure coincides with weeks of bababan. Now we're going to get these guys and tralala. The Iranian government should immediately release the Americans, the White House, the Kirby, the idiot, says condemns Iran's actions on Thursday. What about this one, bud? What about that one? What about last year? Forgot about that one? Oh no, we can because we're the good ones. That's why a lot of people, unfortunately, like us because of this idiotic government that we voted, right? And they appointed the bureaucrats that actually lead the government, not the elected officials. So again, my friends, right here, the Iranian government should immediately release the ship and its crew. These provocative and unacceptable actions need to stop. What about this one right here a year ago, mofo? Or right there in the top right there. Need to stop. Well, you stop first. I'm going to stop second if I feel like. We'll continue to work with our allies and partners to deter and confront the full range of Iran's concerning and destabilizing behavior in close coordination, of course, with the international community. What international community? You and your 30 countries, 40 at the max? That's what you got. That's your world. And besides the world community, international community is just you. That's what it is. It's the United States of America. United States of America, Britain by reflex. Yes, we're here. Now, moreover, because they got Shops, the defense minister, which is a and then we got Sunak, which is a and so on. We got Lord Cameron, a loser, appointed again on a job. He failed there, but we appointed him again. We appointed him, just grabbed him and gave him this job. Out of nowhere. And my friends from Romania, I don't want to hear again, yes, the West, in the West. It's like, no, it's not. It's the same thing as in our garbage place over there. The problem is, over there, those guys are doing like Chobani, like thugs, like, not thugs, we call them shepherds behavior in Romania. Because you're like, that's, but these guys are not doing that way. They come dressed nicely and say, excuse me, I came to collect the taxes. Oh, thank you very much. You don't give me the taxes. Excuse me, we got the law enforcement here. We got here the court order. Are you going to give us the taxes? Please provide us with the documents and the taxes. Thank you very much. Yeah. Maybe they'd give you a candy in the meantime so you feel good about your losing your taxes. So yeah, that's how they do it here. Okay, so the same with these guys. We condemn that, we release immediately because we say they provoke, not we. No, they provoke. Not unacceptable actions need to stop. But don't you send this idiot Kirby a mirror? Not even that. I think he's got one, but I think the mirror runs away every time he brings it. I don't want to come in. I don't want to see your face. Oh man. Here it is, my friends. Liars, pants on fires. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Now you know who's who and what's what.